Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
Hello lovelies, and welcome back to another Nine Looks Nails video. Today I have one of my long nail girls. We are getting right into this long freestyle. My girl said let's skip Halloween because I'm gonna be wearing these for 4 weeks, probably 5, probably 6, and Halloween is gonna be over. So she wanted to go in and do a fall set. So here we are. I'm going right in with my tips already pre-shaped. She is a square, tapered square kind of girl, so we didn't have to do much. Just remove a little bit of the width because she does have a smaller nail bed. So now I'm going in with my Mia Secret dehydrator and primer on her natural nails. Once I removed all of the excess shine, I did rebalance that nail pH with primer and dehydrator. So now I'm going in with my Mia Secret Cover Nude Blush Acrylic. This is my favorite acrylic to use for my base for any set. It just goes so well with all skin tones, and it is a great base when I'm doing different designs. So once I go in, and I also am using the Mia Secret monomer and a number 12 Kolinsky brush. I have to remember to say that because you guys always ask what am I using, and for the most part it's probably never going to change because this just works so well for me. I may try a different size brush because I don't know. When I first started, I did use a smaller acrylic brush and it worked well for me, so I may need to go back to a smaller brush. I just, for time's sake, I did go larger, but I don't know, I may go back to a smaller brush. I'm gonna see. But I'm going in and building the nails up and just getting the perfect balance for a tapered square set. There is no different thing that I do with my acrylic besides making sure that it's perfect. I don't know. We don't want any lifting, so I'm being mindful to go around the cuticle area, make sure there is no flooding, no acrylic on her skin or anything like that. And you also know that I love to use my smaller beads just to build up any area that I think has a little denting. I do look at the nail from all areas just to make sure that we have a perfect balanced foundation. So once I am comfortable with how the nail appears, I'm going to go on to the next one, and then when it comes time to finish filing, we just don't have that long tedious process of filing so much and hurting the client's hand and sidewalls and nail beds and just tearing their hands up with that nail file. We do want to use a good grit, 80 grit nail file, but you just don't want to do so much filing that you are not mindful of their hand or comfort at all. I do have new clients that come to me and I hear the horror stories and they really have PTSD. Like, clients get PTSD from doing their nails too hard. So I have clients that twitch and jump and move, and it's just very uncomfortable. And I like when I get the compliment that you aren't hurting me, you aren't squeezing me, you aren't jerking me, you aren't, pulling me around. From some of the other shops, you just don't get that comfort and care that you get when you are serviced by a standalone tech. So there is things that are important in the nail industry that go overlooked just for the sake of a quick in and out nail set. But for the girls that value and love their nails, like, you're going to find you a nail tech and you're going to stick with her and you're going to just love what you get. Once I get a client, I'll look up and it's been 3 years and I have been servicing them every month for 3 years. So I'm so grateful that I have a reputation that clients know, we're going to get a nice clean environment. We're going to get a friendly and warm and open welcome, and we're also going to get some bomb nails in the process. And I actually do care about the integrity, health, and safety of the client's nails. So let's finish this acrylic. This is the most important part of any nail set. Like I said, even with these nails being so long, she is able to wear them for a month or more. I probably see her every 5 to 6 weeks, and she'll actually wear them until she just lets them fall off, and then she comes back. So that's one of the beauty. She does have a very small nail bed, so I see how that happens. Like after 5 weeks, they're probably growed up to probably the tip or edge of her nails, and then she's like, okay, take them off, let's do something new. So I mean, she's not popping them off, she's letting them grow off. She never has a torn up or damaged nail bed or anything like that. So if that's what you want to do, girl, I will see you in 6 weeks. So I love that. My clients sometimes ask, do I have to come back in 2 weeks? Do I have to come back? When do you suggest? And I always tell my clients 3 weeks is the minimum, unless you have short nails or you work clerical or you work in an office where you just need your nails. I do have a ton of every 2 week clients, but when you have acrylics that are laid properly, that are designed and cared for, you are able to get 3 weeks minimum before I actually have to see you. You actually don't get any new growth until the second week. And then, because that first week, they're just going to look brand new for a full 8 to 9 days. So I love what I do, y'all. It's been the same. We celebrated 6 years, and I just cannot wait to see continued growth with my business, with my art, with my foundation. Like, I'm already planning and ready to do some new things for the year of 2025. So stay tuned with your girl. I take this nail stuff serious, honey. And my clients love it here, and I'm continuing to get new clients, and I'm continuing to get referrals. So I'm just grateful, and I'm there every day until I'm not. My clients were so mad that I took 2 weeks for my birthday, but I'm like, y'all, I be here for y'all birthday. So why I gotta be here for my birthday? And I take my birthday serious. I'm a Virgo. If you're a Virgo, we just take it serious. I didn't make major plans, but just relaxing, reflecting, self-care, taking care of myself, just staying to myself and recharging my fullness is something that I cannot take for granted, especially when you work with so many clients and you have to be their shoulder and ear. I guess this video was a vent session, girl, because I'm just talking it down. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to finish this acrylic application. I'm going to let y'all go, honey. If you want to just talk to me, come to an appointment, because I love to talk. I love to talk to my clients. I let them talk if they ask for advice. I'm not just offering advice if they don't ask for it, but we could talk about some random stuff and I will talk the whole time. So, yeah. But we're going to finish this acrylic and then get right into this design. It's so simple. It is a cute fall set, and it has gotten so much positive feedback on social media already. I have dropped a reel on how to do it, but this is just the full tutorial. So stay tuned. Once I finish laying this acrylic, we're going to get right into designing these nails. Get into that shaping, that finished filing, and then also the colors that I'm going to use. Let's go. So I am going in and adding 2 Frenchies, and then I'm going to do 3 Frenchies and 2 full nails, but at the top view you will see 2 Frenchies and 2 full nails. I am using 5 different colors for this design, so I'm going to have a different color on each finger, and then on the opposite hand I'm going to have the long fingers as the Frenchy colors and the Frenchy colors as the long colors on this hand, and also making sure that I don't have the same color on each finger on both hands. That is how my mind works. That is how I like to freestyle and do nails, and that is what works for me. So I'm going to go in and lay these colors, get them cured. I will also do a double coat if I see that one of the colors need a double coat, because I do feel like on the longer fingers I did a double coat. On these shorter nails I may have on some of the colors, but with Beetle's brand polish, all of the colors are super pigmented, but some of them may just have a little opaqueness that I don't want to see. So if I feel like it needs to be thickened, then I will go in and add another top coat. or another coat of that particular color. So I'm just measuring the finger and knowing exactly where I want that Frenchie to go. And again, 2 Frenchies on these 2, and the other fingers will be full nails. And then I'm not going to speak too fast because I'm going to let the video catch up. I'm always pre-telling what I'm going to do and then telling again what I did. So let me slow it down. And y'all know I have to share my tip for polishing the full nail when you're using gel polish. If you have the issue of your polish peeling or chipping, it's because the client may just have not dried their hand properly. It may have not gone into the light, all the way into the light. That's one thing. But you can polish too thick on that first layer and the entire layer does not cure. So I don't like to overdo it with the polish on the first layer. I like it to be very, very thin. You're not trying to get the color payout on this layer because you want it to adhere to the foundation. So I'm removing any excess and making sure that it's not super thick, and then I'm going to cure that layer, and then the second layer can just be a full potential layer and it does not affect whether the nails will chip or not. So if you know you are painting properly, then the second option of the client just not curing that hand or removing it too fast or things like that. There are many reasons why the polish will chip, but if we know we polished them right, then we exalt those other options. So now that I have the color payout that I like, I'm going in with the Beals brand matte top coat, and I'm just going to apply a nice matte finish across all of the nails. I do like to take my time when using matte. When you use a gloss, you can just put it on and you don't really know if you missed a spot, but with matte it will show if you missed a spot. So I just like to make sure that I'm getting a nice even coat all over the entire nail, sides and all of the matte polish before moving on. And you want to make sure it cures completely. Sometimes the matte takes 60 to 120 seconds to fully dry and cure and give you that matte payout. So if your client goes in for 30 seconds and pull it out and it still looks a little bit shiny, they just have to keep that hand in the LED light. Now, after the nails have been matted and they are ready to go, I did take the same colors that I used on the nails and I just applied them on my little dish that I use. And I did go in and apply a few drops of the clear no wipe top coat inside of the polish just to give it that super shiny add. And then after I cure, I'm going to wipe the nails with alcohol. I did get that question on my reel on social media of Instagram and Facebook, and they wanted to know if I just apply the polish, how do I get the sticky layer off? So all you have to do is wipe the nail with alcohol. Do a nice even wipe and you won't disturb the matte or the top finish. If you do it and it's kind of too wet or uneven and it dries improperly, then you will see streaks. And for picture purposes, it's not going to be like that forever, but you want your pictures to look their best for your portfolio. So I did apply a little bit of the clear top coat into the color that I'm using, and then after I cured the nails, I did go in and just wipe all of them one good time, and that was the gist of how I got that separation. So what I'm doing on the nail is just applying spots in random motions. So I did go in and do some larger sections going at an angle and then coming from that angle and going down, and then I applied some straight lines and some dots. You want it to flow and not be irregular, so I didn't go just dots in the center of the nail. Just like if I'm applying bling, I want to put my larger areas toward the center and then just work out smaller details along the outside, and that's how you get the Birkin Gator vibe going on. She wanted a full out fall freestyle, and I have been dying to do this set. I did have a inspo picture, but it was like a stiletto all black, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And I do have another way that I want to do this with chrome, so stay tuned. I may do that on myself. I do have a setup now at home, so I will be going live more once I get through with my clients. I love what I do, but a job is a job, girl. So when I'm done, I'm ready to go home. But then when I'm home, my mind is moving. I don't sleep all night. So when I want to just get up and recreate some nails and do some designs, I have that availability at home now. So that's gonna be fun for your girl, okay? Because I be like, I don't want to go to the shop and do my nails. I want to do my nails at home. Then my wife, she want her nails done, but she don't like coming to the shop. She want to be at home and watching sports and doing that. So now I have the setup to do our nails at home and go to my shop to do my clients. So yay, we're gonna be getting some lives, y'all. We're gonna be getting more content, and I'm just so excited for what is to come. So that nail has been cured and it turned out beautifully, and now you can see the different shapes that I'm doing. So with all of the nails, I just made sure to make them different. So I'm going in and doing random straight lines, then I'll drop down and do some squares, as you can see, and then I'll roll into some dots. And you just want to keep it very irregular, but it still needs to make sense. You don't want it to look scattered. You don't want to be like, okay, she just did it like this. No, I did not do it like that. And yeah, you want to still be strategic with where you're placing those dots, and it will come out so flawless and perfect. Yeah, so stay tuned for the grand reveal. These nails are pretty much done, and I will add just a small charm because I felt like something was missing. And I had these new square charms that I did get from Shein, girl. I told y'all I got a Shein haul I'm gonna show y'all. So make sure you're subscribed because I have videos you do not want to miss. Stay tuned for the grand reveal. These nails are almost done. And after wiping all the nails and adding my little square bling, this is the finished look. These nails gave it. They gave it. They gave it. They gave it. So beautiful. We're going to recreate these several times. And until next time, you already know to follow my socials.